What is up, Bozoites? Welcome to the Bozo Halloween special. Now, picture this. You just got into the computer room of your school. Maybe you had a free class, or something else. Anyways, now you have two options. One, to do your work like a nerd. Or two, go and play the countless assortments of games on the World Wide Web. I would list examples, but there are too many. The endless amount of Flash games, cool math games, pokey, crazy games are all great examples of modern day games websites. But the one I'd flock to most as a kid, like an old person to an AI Facebook post, is Run 3. Run 3 is a web game where you play as a drop of mercury traveling through tunnels to escape from the voices. As it turns out, there are many alien things trying to escape their planet. You got the runner, the skater, the child, and of course, lizard. These tunnels are home to some gravity-defying physics, and I'm not just talking about the main gimmick of the game. In Run 3, you can jump and run on walls as if they're the floor. You can use this gimmick to pull off some of the most ridiculous plays known to man. The tunnels are composed of tiles, and there are many types of tiles. Frozen tiles, dark tiles. But the topic of today's video are the crumbling tiles. Crumbling, or the grey tiles, are tiles that fall when you step on them. And in today's video, I must avoid them. But first, a few rules. Firstly, I can only use a character when I've unlocked them, as in I can only use the skater after level 10, as that's when you unlock them. Secondly, none of this like jumping into space and coming back in the tunnel chicanery as it's dark magic. Thirdly, if I spawn on crumbling tiles, then it sure as hell doesn't count because I'm not pretentious as hell. And finally, I won't do most of the sub-routes as they may be for a future video. For now though, let's get into the challenge. Level 1 is a tutorial level, and therefore it doesn't feature crumbling tiles. Same for level 2. Level 3 is the level that introduces crumbling tiles, but they're sporadically placed around, so the level is piss easy. Level 4, and here we see how the future insight and how level
Are you sure about that?
Around crumbling tiles from now on. Same with level 5. And from now on, I'm just gonna breeze all over the easy levels that I can't say anything about. So then there's level 10, which is important for two reasons. Firstly, it's the first actually kinda difficult level. The gaps that would usually be featured in most levels are replaced by crumbling tiles, making it so that I have to avoid all of them, and it's, kind of precarious. But it also introduces the skater after you beat it. I've negated to mention it up until now, but all the characters you unlock in the game all have different stats, movesets, and even abilities, such as the skater, who has an acceleration mechanic. They start off slow, but then they become really fast. Therefore, they are my favorite character to play. Like, look at him. He's blazing through these levels as if they don't even exist, making a lot of the teen levels incredibly easy, but do keep level 15 in mind for later. Even level 16, which doesn't even feature crumbling tiles. What the hell? Oh yeah, by the way, it's just a minor thing, it's just the fact that I lied! Level 19 is our second difficult level, as it features these sections of crumbling tiles that divide up the platforms. Not to mention, they're pretty big, leading to me hitting them a lot and forcing me to restart the level a ton of times, making for a challenging level, but not one that can contain me for long. Level 24 has these pretty tight jumps, like your mom. Level 26 is hard, as if you choose the wrong path, then you die. And that is how far you could get under my rule set. Remember when level 15 had to be noted down? Well, this is why. Level 29 is the older brother of level 15, and it shows, as you cannot avoid the crumbling tiles here. So, is that it? Is the challenge over? I can see the end in sight. I know it's possible. Well, if you look at the runtime of the video, then I'll let you come to your own conclusion. Yeah, obviously, I have an ace in the hole. I wasn't going to be about a prick about the challenge ending. You see, the main few levels are not all we got here. As previously stated in the rules, there are multiple sub-routes for us to choose from, and the one we have to venture down is the low-powered tunnel, which luckily is a Halloween-themed sub-route with Halloween-themed skins at the end.
Are you sure about that?
Now, I've mainly been trying to make this vid as entertaining as possible so far, but if I included all of the low power tunnel levels in this video, it would be so shit, so here are some select ones. Firstly, there's part 5 with a lot of crumbling tiles and almost no safe spaces, combined with the darkness mechanic. But with some luck and a bit of tight platforming, it's beatable. Secondly, there's part 16. Finally, there's part 29, which is Hell Incarnate. I'm not even gonna get into that one. And with an uneventful, anticlimactic, crumbling tile-free ending, we have unlocked the saving grace of this run, the child. Whilst his main gimmick is his balloon that allows us to glide everywhere, it more often than not leads to our demise. It's very clunky and I hate how it works. Our top concern, more or less, is his weightlessness. Now, I'm not sure if it's because he's smaller than all the other characters or it's the balloon, but he doesn't trigger the crumbling tiles, and also doesn't break the rules, so he must be the ultimate cheese character, right? Oh. Yeah, unfortunately this challenge is impossible, and I did the entirety of the low power tunnel all for nothing. Like, seriously, it has 25 levels. What the? So yeah, the challenge is completely dead, but the video sure as hell isn't. Let's see how many levels are impossible then, with a counter at the top to tally up all the results. With all that said, let's zoom through the rest of the game. And who would have guessed after the first impossible level, the one after it doesn't feature crumbling tiles. Anyways, levels 31 through 40 are very easy with the child because of all the cheese. And at level 41, we are introduced to Lizard, our final unlockable character. Basically, he's slow but jumps incredibly high. A very safe pick, but boring, so not for me. Oh yeah, also, 41 is our next impossible level. Like, I spent 20 minutes trying to beat this one to no avail, so I know it hurts, but you just have to look at it! As well as level 42, which is so incredibly surprised that a surgeon can't even replicate this level of precision. Like, you may be a surgeon, but you don't go shit on me. Even the motherfuckers looking for needles and haystacks are learning from me right now. You gotta jump around these half donuts, trying not to fall into the deathly hallows, whilst also not falling on the crumbly tiles or just falling in general. don't quote me on that, but I just realized that levels 41 to 44 make up like 30% of the entire recording, which is just complete madness. Yeah, fuck level 44, by the way. Me and my homies hate 44. That who would have guessed 45 and 46 are impossible? Who would have guessed? At least the child makes it all easier. And an impossible level that the child does not make easier is level 47. And for fuck's sake, player 03, at least have some gaps in between these impossible stages. As for level 48, I was just losing it because of this benign strategy that I was using. Although even with this setup, I could kinda see it working with the whole floating in space thing, but just use your feckin' brain, it's more beatable with the child. And after the quite tough levels 49 and 50, in comes level 51, which is impossible again, without some kind of whack-ass setup, which I don't have. Level 53, and finally some decent skater usage. Holy shit, I was so hoping for his comeback. Not 54 though, that level is child cheese personified. Okay, level 55, last 10 levels, let's speed this up right now. Level 55 is easy and grass is green. Level 56 is impossible and I'm not even going to play the SpongeBob clip this time because I'm above that. Level 58 is, again, easy. Level 59 is a tight level involving the child this time. Level 60 is another easy one. We catch these W's. Level 61 is impossible because of this stupid jump at the start. Get the hell out of here. Level 62 is also impossible. Who would have guessed?
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!
Yeah, I lied. I'm not above shit now. Level 63 is impossible again, but at least it's kinda unique this time. Level 64 is surprisingly possible. I'm impressed, player 03. What happened to players 01 and 02? And with a disappointing and impossible level 65 finale, we are left with nothing but... Hey wait, what's that? Remember how I intentionally skipped level 57 until now? Well, this is why. Whilst level 57 would be the hardest non-impossible level to challenge, thankfully, we have the child, and this is where he truly shines. Now, I can't jump off the crumbling tile, so I'll have to say in the middle of the ones on the front and back respectively, making for a level that is some insane clutch moments and in general just good gameplay. Like, hot damn is the 50 levels much better than the 40 levels. And with that, the challenge comes to an end. Now, what's our results? Our first impossible level was 29, and after the first one we had 10 more impossible levels, leading to 11 impossible levels out of 65, where 17% of all the main levels in the campaign are impossible. What a shame. Although at the same time, I was glad to see the entirety of the challenge through to the bittersweet end. If you think you can beat any of the impossible levels, then DM me a video of you beating them, and I may feature them in a future video. For now though, from every video from now on, I plan on putting something on my wall in the background.
Since it was Halloween when I recorded this, I put a goofy-up pumpkin on my wall.